Hello everybody. So today I'm going to put together this little Mother's Day card that I just created. And you can find it in my store. Go to wildwindwithin.com and that will refer you to my Etsy store under the same name, Wild Wind Within. I like to print out straight on regular typing paper. I feel like I get richer colors and I don't have to use the best quality print and waste extra ink. And I like to glue on to cardstock. So, and then you can, and that way, if you want to print, if you want to use cardstock that's a little too thick for your printer, you can. I like having thick items to work with. So what I use is disappearing purple glue. It's from Elmer's. It's a school glue. And you can tell when the purple starts disappearing, you need to hurry up and get that glued. And I use a bone folder once I get the glue all over it, because I'm going to put the glue just in this general area. Instead of having to cut this out twice, I glue straight to it, then I will cut it out. But put the glue all over and then use your bone folder. I used this one from Martha Stewart, and just start pressing your paper in and mushing the glue and making sure you get all the air out, and it'll glue nice and tight there. So I'm going to get that done. You're not going to have to watch that. And we'll come back once I've got it done. Okay, we've got some glue on here. I decided to go ahead and press record. You can see it's starting to adhere. You want to keep it nice and flat, and just use your bone folder. You can use anything. I used to just use the lid from my glue stick, but I get kind of messy, so sometimes that ends up with glue on it too. So here we are. It's all in there, and you can see where I didn't put the glue. We don't really need to use everything. And I just let that dry for a few minutes, and we'll be ready to cut it out so we can go to the next one. And I don't think you're going to be able to see this purple on here, but it really does come out purple. And there you can see it purple when it gets extra thick really well. I used to use the smaller sticks, and I think those show up a little bit more darker purple, so you can see what you're working with better. And I just do long lines, make sure I've hit everything. And when you smush it down with the bone folder, any places that might not have glue on it, will get glue on it. So we just want to kind of toss that down, and then just start in the middle if you want. Just make sure you stay kind of uniform, that way your paper adheres nice and flat. And if you think there's some spots, no, I think we've got them all. You can kind of fill around. Everything's got glue on it. So we'll do it one last time. I'm gonna let this sit and dry. Before it gets too dry, I kind of like to manipulate it, kind of bend it, because when it dries, it seems to curl up a little bit. Let's see, this one's doing pretty good, but just kind of manipulate it a little bit, which it doesn't hurt if it curls up anyway. So I'm just gonna cut it out, and we can flatten it out that way. So let's let these sit for a bit, and then we'll come back. So we've got everything cut out and glued to the cardstock. And with this set, I've printed some I have some real pretty paper that you could actually print on the back, but I think I want to do it just like this, so I didn't use that sheet. And now you want to make it where, and see, I glued those two together. If you have anything that you didn't line up correctly, just cut it to make it nice and even, but it fit pretty good. So the next thing we want to do is use our bone folder, and I'm not sure if we're on camera. No, we're not quite. Use our bone folder to make the bends in our paper. And I have a line printed on, or used with written down with probably some permanent marker a long time ago. You don't want to do this right before you do this, and you don't have to use one of these. This just comes, I don't know what this thing is called, but this bone folder actually comes with this doomahickey here. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. You can use a flat edge and simply bend it up this way, turn it over and bend it that way. It's the same process. This just gives you a little line where you can, you know, get more accurate, I guess, or just feel like you're doing something important, who knows. But without the line drawn, and I don't even know if you could see the line in there, you get kind of confused on you could start here and end up, it's a mess. You could not have the right line selected in your visual, and it doesn't go where you think it's gonna go if you do it that way. Okay, so now we have these pretty good. I don't know if you could see them, the little line. No, you probably can't. But you can start to bend, and it's gonna bend pretty easy. And you're gonna find too, if you don't have, if something's not glued, you'll see the paper come up, but this looks pretty good, so everything must be glued. Now, because this is 2 cardstocks in here, this is extra thick, and I did not have to do it that way at all. Let's see, this is gonna be pretty tight. You know what? That's cute. Because this is extra thick, it's gonna, oh, that's cute. And I don't like the way it's lining up, so we might do some little finagling with that. And I have some ideas. But this is what it's generally gonna look like. And you can open it up. You can write something in here, you give it to mom and take her on a special day and tell her when she gets home to write something special down here. So let me do the magic of video and pause and let my dog in because he's calling to me, and I will go ahead and assemble everything else. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we've already put the lines and creases on our envelope, and we're going to, you can glue this together or you can use some double-sided tape. I've always used this stuff called, zoom in, Suk Wang. That's what it says on the side there. I think we're going to go ahead and use that. So what we need to do is we want to put the, decide which way we want to do this. Sorry for the shaking there. We want to put the tape on the outside of these so that when we close it, we still have enough room in there to put it in the pocket. So let's do that. I just kind of measure, rip, put it on. We're not too picky. And I use an X-Acto knife to pull off the paper. Sometimes it pulls off easy, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Nope. Make sure it gets down real good. There we go. And I think I decided I wanted this on the inside, that on the outside. You can hear it stuck to my nail polish. And there we go. Now, if we had used double-sided paper, which like I said, I had some real pretty stuff, a little more detailed than this to print for the inside, which you can do, then that would be very pretty too with the matching inside. So now we want to get our pages inside. And you know, I think I'm going to definitely do something because I don't like that over there. But there we go. Put a little flowers in. Oh, that is adorable. So you can either write on it or leave it blank. Or this could be something you just keep in your crafting supplies. That's what I do. I have a box of stuff I've done. Again, I don't really like that this has not got something fancy on it, but that's just what I wanted to do to get done. Also, when you use a bone folder, sometimes it doesn't fold as you're trying to be too precise for something that's really not precise, and that's about junk journaling. Nothing's precise, and that is what I usually do, is junk journaling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim it. Nothing's perfect, and these are handmade items, so I think I'm gonna pause this and see, get some ideas going, and see how I'm gonna fancy this up just a little bit, but see what we can do. I really love the little flowers in here. Sorry, I keep going off the camera. All right, let's see what we got here. And we are back, and here's what I did. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Isn't that cute? So what I did was a few things. The flowers actually are printed opposite, you know, kind of like this way. So I flipped them over and glued those together. That way, if they are sticking up from the back, you still see flowers. Isn't that cute? I glued some lace here, and well, let's zoom back out because I got it way too close. And if you take out the little booklet, which by the way, I like it sticking up a little bit. It will go all the way down there, but I think from the back, it's kind of cuter. So anyway, we take that out. And what I did was use one of these, I don't know what those called. They're called a little hole punch, but they put these little, you know, I really need to look what these things are called too. I don't know. They put these little brad thingies in there, and you just find where you want your hole, set this little guy up, put the paper in, and squish it, and you've got it in there. So I just ran my ribbons through there. I picked some purple and white. So I think it turned out very, very cute. Isn't that adorable? Like I said, you can give it to your mom blank, where she can maybe take her something special, take her somewhere special that day, and then instruct her to, when she gets back home, to write what kind of day she had, where she went, the things she did, stuff like that. And then it's a little keepsake. So I think that is a cute, cute idea. And isn't that adorable? Really cute. We'll zoom in and say bye. So bye.